Hi guys, I'm Igor. In today's video, I'm going to talking about family hereditary curses and also about the illusion of duality. As you know, my purpose in being in this channel is to break up old social paradigms, enabling a spiritual awakening. Unfortunately, these antiquated paradigms were created when humans knew less about their true cosmic origins and when men saw ways to exert power over the people. For example, religions creating one external God, rather than accept that humans also have a powerful force of the universe inside of them. My purpose is to help you understand there's actually no saviors. Only we can save ourselves. There are no healers. Only you truly can heal yourself as well. The ultimate is you, yourself reconnecting with your true self and interacting with your spiritual guides. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The reincarnation prison matrix has created the illusion of duality, like an eternal battle between God and devil, right and wrong, good and evil. This eternal battle between light and darkness was created in order to keep us trapped in this duality process, without consciousness of our divine essence. The truth is, when we get involved in this illusory fight between light and darkness, God and bad, we end up stuck in holographic reincarnation cycles. We can get ascension only when we realize that light and darkness are both sides of the coin. We are both sides of the coin actually. The coin needs both sides to keep itself in balance. When I finally realize that I am like a coin, I am both the light and darkness in one, I realize that I too could get freedom from the duality process. For example, I learned to accept my light side and my dark side living in my essence, but not like a good and evil, only just like a positive and negative polarities on both sides of the coin necessarily to keep us in a balance. And with this consciousness, the fight is finally over inside of me. From the moment I found the middle path and that feeling of peace, I finally claimed the peace that resides inside of me. If we do not address this apparent fight and accept the middle path, we will instead drift towards the cosmic game of God or even paradigms. We then end up stuck once again in this cosmic game. The duality process actually is a cosmic game of chess that was created billions of years ago like an experience. Unfortunately, the powers who created the universe lost the control of this experiment. Many souls decided to incarnate into both sides of the duality process in order to have a new incarnational experience. These souls ended up losing their original consciousness, and now they don't get to go back to their original essence. When you are living in a duality process, you are obliged to choose a side. It doesn't matter which one, devil, Beelzebub, and Satan on the dark side, or Jesus, Michael, angels, ascended masters on the light side. That's just a holographic programmation of the matrix. What really matters to them is your adoration. It doesn't matter which side you choose to adore. This is because our adoration and devotion has capability to give power to them. In this way, we are keeping this eternal battle alive. Every time you have adoration for one external God, master, or guru, from any both sides, you are giving up your personal power to them. and this way losing your ascension path. That's why I insist on telling you that religions are traps, actually, because have been teaching us to adore one of the signs, looking for an external God that doesn't exist, by the way. God lives inside you. All of you are God's energy, actually. God is not a person. The true spiritual hierarchy don't require devotion and adoration from us. They just want respect and cooperation from us. They just want all of us finally decide put ourselves in equality position to others. The true cosmic hierarchy are not good guys or bad guys actually. They are just vibration of balance. When we finally understand that the cosmic truth, our internal fight finally is over, and the feeling of peace can start guiding our life's path. Recently, I started online appointments here in order to clean contracts that might have been keeping us stuck into history or reincarnation cycle. In that online course, I have been teaching you how to do this by yourself, neutralizing those unbalanced emotions and excessive attachments for the planet that might still keep us stuck here. After you start this course, you may realize that the vibration has changed and some people maybe have abandoned you. Unfortunately, this is also part of the sentience process. When you finally find the mirror path, people and spiritual guides from the false light ended up abandoned us. So you might start to feel empty inside you, but this emptiness inside you is not a bad thing actually. This emptiness inside you is a part of the reconnections process. After time, your true hierarchy is going to feel this emptiness in yourself by your own essence. However, even after get a sentience vibration and even after you find your mirror path here, maybe you still realize that old financial problems, relationship problems, and even health problems maybe still remain in your personal life. This is not about your soul and doesn't mean you have karma to pay. A big part of the karma that all of you who watch me now have been carrying is not yours actually. This karma actually belongs to your physical body. The body that you choose to be born into this life brings hereditary family curses from your parents and from your ancestral line. These hereditary curses has been transmitted by the bloodline from our ancestral line spiritually and physically as well to our physical body. And usually they affect us today because old black magic spells were made or received from our ancestors in the past. They didn't clean that. These old black spells can bring spiritual enemies in our personal life. The spiritual ancestral line enemies continue working from generation to generation, chasing our bloodline. All cellular memories about sadness, pain, and conflicts from our ancestral line is connected into our physical body. And I have to be honest with you, that's not easy to clean completely. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why any uncomfortable situations just don't get better in your personal life? Although you have done good things in life, helping others, although you do all things right away, even when you try so hard to be a better person, you just realize that in your life still remain hard problems about relationships, financial life, and even sickness. So, mostly of these problems still remain because these curses. Note, it's not your parents' fault. They probably don't know about all garbages they have been received energetically from the ancestral line as well. As I said, after you come born into a physical body in this current reincarnation, you ended up inheriting genetically karma and spells from your parents and the ancestral line into your physical body. The question is how to clean that. So Even after you get ascension here, these problems still remain in your personal life. The problem is the hereditary enemies from your family ancestor line are still there, mostly because black magic spells that was made in the past generations. They can't be removed only by prayer or meditation, because they still are attached to us by our contaminated physical body. Actually, we don't fight against this kind of enemies. We must negotiate them with our spiritual guides. Since these invisible enemies cannot be taken spiritually to rehabilitation places, they continue to be stuck in our timelines looking for a revenge. They can't be taken to rehabilitation because they don't accept the energy of forgiveness. They haven't been required physical blood as a payment about all the pacts and conflicts in our ancestral line in order to leave us completely alone from the attacks. Like I said, this is not easy to clean, and our only chance is to work with our spiritual guides using elementals of nature in order to soften these attacks in our personal life. In order to achieve that, I'll be available to do a second online course, this time in order to clean these hereditary family curses. Like I said, we cannot clean all the curses all at once, but we can get great results softening or blocking many attacks that you might have been received in your personal life. And one day, when we finally leave our physical body, we must not look back anymore. If you need this online course in order to help you to clean these hereditary family curses, please contact me on my WhatsApp number under this video. I would like to finish this video exposing one more paradigm. There is no free will actually. We all have been received the programmation before we were born here by contracts. Unfortunately, most of these contracts are negative. Most of our life choices come from our unconscious because these emotional contracts that was made before we were born here, if you don't clean, we can never get escape from terrestrial reincarnation prison. We'll be always repeating the same experiences, problems and situations like eternal karma. It is my wish that we humans awaken from this holographic prison.